Welcome back, Geekers, to Season 2, Episode 9 of the Comic Guys Podcast with your hosts, Kevin and Angel, coming to you straight out of the multiverse of geekness with a brand new episode for you every Friday. Before we get started, as always, follow us on social, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and leave a review wherever you get your podcast. Man, it's been a good week. I look a little tanner. It's been freaking hot over here in Florida.
You look tanner.
How have you been, man? I just look redder. I look more red tan, than anything else. I look like a cherry.
Geekers. This guy is like paper white, and he gets red. Like me, I'm kind of brownish. I don't really go to the sun much, but I get freckles. You know, I don't go outside because I get freckles.
I feel like I turn.
I'm turning into one big freckle.
I feel like I turn into like the Red Hulk. I feel like I turn into like the Red Hulk sometimes.
It looks like he's glowing like a jalapeno. But welcome, Geekers, man, to another episode. We are excited because this week we got hit with a whole bunch of trailers, bro.
Some exciting ones too, man. Some really good ones. Yeah, that I'm really looking forward to. Like we have some from DC, we got some Marvel, we got a little bit of everything, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about this, bro. So many things. But I think let's just go into it, man. Let's go into it with some Harry Potter news. I think let's start with that. So HBO just announced that they're going to do a redo of the beginning of Harry Potter. So we'll be getting a new story. It seems like it's going to be a show. So it feels like it's going to be, I think it's going to be a show, and it's going to be all the original characters, not the cast. It will be the original characters. It will be all of them, Harry, Hermione, Ron, all of them. But this will be a series, and it's going to be HBO series. And HBO, they have a history of like doing some good shows, but there are some shows that you're like, okay. But mostly, I would say HBO has good shows. So I think that this would be
the money for
a good show.
They got the money to do some good productions. Pretty much WB belongs to HBO. HBO and WB are like one. And we all like the Harry Potter movies. We grew up with the Harry Potter movies. They were great. The production set was awesome. Like the castle and everything around it, like made you go into this whole Harry Potter sorcery world. And, with HBO putting money into it and going to a series, that it looks like every season is going to be based on the book. So there's 7 total books. So every season is going to be based on every book.
Oh, wow. That's smart.
7
seasons. 7 seasons.
It's going to be a full new cast. It's going to be, I guess, what's her name? The writer of the book. J.K. Rowling's going to be.
J.K. Rowling? I heard that.
She is going to be involved.
I saw that she's involved.
I don't know how people's going to take that because with the whole. And one of the things that I'm not that's
risky.
I mean, for instance, is her book. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's her book, but it's risky. I would say it's risky for HBO Max to involve her, considering what she has said against community.
But then you have to take away. It is her book.
It is her book.
Into
so
the story of the
they
book.
said that they.
Yeah, so
okay.
It's gonna be basically based on the book. She's gonna be just overseeing, make sure pretty much everything goes, because what I seen
to ensure that to keep the essence of Harry Potter.
I see some TikTok.
Who knows what that means? Who knows what that means? But we'll see.
Like, I just hope that HBO don't go woke with it and try to like put characters that are not supposed to be in it, like make Harry Potter into a different race, or make a certain character a certain way because of the whole woke. Like I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be genuine to the book. Like we grew up with the books, we grew up with the movies. I know this whole woke thing has been going on. Hey, it didn't work for the game, even though people were fighting. And the game made freaking millions. The game sold. People played it. People enjoyed it because they took away the art from the artist and they said, "I'm went into this world that I grew up in, and I just want to go ahead and enjoy this." So I just hope that they keep it real.
Yeah. But the I thought I thought the game included different kind of characters. It wasn't this one character that was like a
Yeah,
trans
and there was
person in the
you
game.
could
I'm
create your
pretty sure
character
there
into a
was.
trans if you wanted to. So the game included that. It's that this whole communities, man. Instead of like, don't separate each other. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I don't blame the communities. I blame it sucks for the environment that J.K. Rowling created for Harry Potter because
but
Harry
that has nothing
Potter,
to do with Harry
the
Potter.
book, everything about every no, I know everything about Harry Potter is great, but as soon as she said something that
Yeah, but
wasn't
that's
right,
her. That's her.
so
That's her.
I'm gonna I know yeah. So I think that it's definitely hard to separate the artist from
It is
the
not.
art, and I hope I hope that what they do with the show is better than what
Good.
they do
I
in the
hope so. I
movies.
hope so.
Who knows what that's gonna be? She's gonna be involved in it, so you know, and clearly there's still
There
an
is.
audience
I
for
mean,
Harry
I've seen
Potter
TikToks.
because
I seen.
HBO wouldn't be doing
Yeah, I seen
HBO wouldn't be
TikToks.
doing this.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
HBO wouldn't be doing HBO wouldn't be doing this if Harry Potter wasn't something that people still watch or people still read about or because
Yeah,
Harry
and
Potter
there's
is an
people
amazing
out
story.
there. I seen TikToks
So
that people are
that
like, I just wanted to be true to the wizardry world. That I wanted to be true to the Harry Potter, and people do know how to separate the art from the artist. That hey, her personal her personal life, if she, whatever she likes, if I don't like chicken, don't hit me because I don't like chicken. That's my personal business. If she doesn't like whatever community, hey, fuck you. If you don't like them, I'm not gonna talk to you. I don't even know you. I'm never gonna talk to you. I'm never gonna see you. But don't mess up. Yeah, don't mess up Harry
but
Potter.
Harry Potter but
You know what
Harry
I'm saying?
Potter is some but Harry Potter is some
Yeah,
dope ass
I grew up on
it's
Harry
dope.
Potter. You grew up on Harry Potter. I mean, I grew up on Harry Potter as I grew up reading the books when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? You grew up more into when the movies got adapted. You know what I mean? I grew up on the books,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not like it's a brand new book that people started reading. This is generations of people that have been reading the.
It's a great story. It's a great story, man. And whatever HBO is gonna do with the story, it's gonna be good. I hope that we'll see some like horror cruxes. I hope we see more of those. I hope we see like not just the horror, but really going deep into the horror cruxes at the end. That'll be cool. I hope that we see the what are they called the death the
Ooh,
Death Eaters. That'll be pretty cool. I want
also
to see
some real
some
good
real good Death
magic, boy.
Eater
Hell
fucking
yeah,
battles with some
bro.
wizards.
I want to see if HBO is going hard because you saw what they did with Last of Us. You seen what they did with the House of the Dragons. We've seen what they did with all these other shows, and I can't wait because even though like Titans didn't make it all the way, some of the graphics and stuff on the DC Titan show was pretty good. Even
But remember, the DC Titan show didn't start on HBO, and HBO decided not to continue Titans. They let it be on the stream, but look, they
uh,
didn't do another season. So that shows that they were like, "Hey, we're not gonna do a show like
Well,
this.
it's not that,
It's not
and
working right
also with
now.
the whole change of DC, you know, that didn't really hit. I mean, a lot of people like it was a pretty good show. It was a couple of things that people didn't really like about it. But it was I liked the show. I think it was pretty good. I like the show.
Well, I th- if it's it could either be like The Last of Us or it could be like Titans, where it's still good. I like it, but something about it isn't on that HBO level. You know what I mean? When you can tell you watch HBO show, you
Yeah,
watch the
yeah.
HBO
You can
show,
see the
bro.
difference between
You know,
Titans, like
so
Titans that wasn't based on like
Titans and the Sopranos,
no,
or
you could see,
Titans and The
yeah,
Last
you
of
could see
Us,
the difference
Titans,
between Titans and The Last of Us. That The Last
yeah,
of Us was like,
yeah. Even the CGI, bro, even the CGI. So, but whatever is gonna happen with this Harry Potter show, I don't know who's gonna replace my dude Voldemort, because Fiennes, Ralph Fiennes did killed it, bro. He killed it as Voldemort.
oh man,
So
who they gonna cast as
I don't know,
Harry? That's the question.
right? There's some iconic people that played these characters, man. What if like Daniel Radcliffe came back and he played like his dad, Harry's
That would
dad?
be
That'd
crazy
be
just to
crazy,
have like a cameo of him.
like a cameo.
You know, maybe they bring back Hermione as like a cameo or what not Hermione, but
Maybe of
yeah, I
them in
don't
the
think they're gonna
future or
do
some
all
shit like
that,
that.
but
They wouldn't do
I
all
hope
that, yeah.
so because
I
and I
don't think
think
so.
that HBO is doing that for the competition of Disney Plus doing the Poseidon the oh my god.
Oh, you're talking about
Yes.
the Lightning Thief,
Oh my
uh
Percy Jackson. So I'm like,
Percy Jackson.
HBO
Yeah,
was like, hold up. HBO is doing Percy Jackson. That's another story. Pretty much kind of like mythical,
like mythical.
magical stuff. And they'd be like, hold up. Disney Plus is about to kill us, bro. We need to do something. Let's do something. I mean, I there was also talks about they were gonna do a Hogwarts like the game based series on HBO Max. So I'll tell you the truth, I would rather see a
Little
Hogwarts show
show
than a show about Harry Potter because we
rather than
already
a
got
show
the
about Harry
movies.
Potter.
You know what I mean? And it would be cool if they do like a
We
Hogwarts,
already
and
got the
you could,
movies.
you could bring in there. You could bring diversities of characters, diversities of everybody to come
Yeah.
into that because there's not one specific person. You don't have to change nobody. You just bring in the teachers, you bring in the students from different places, from different races.
But you could, yeah, you could create a whole new Harry Potter, like you could create a whole Harry Potter universe, and then let's say, like, Voldemort isn't the last big bad person in the Harry Potter world, and there's a new magical hero in fucking whatever this
Yeah,
universe is.
that's what I'm saying. That Hogwarts Legacy would be a better story to put on a series because you could do so much. Like the first season, man, you could introduce the characters, base it on five kids that come in and they becoming wizards and whatever. I mean,
Yeah, it could
it
be,
could be amazing,
it could
but
be amazing, bro. I don't know, but I don't know how now. Oh, this is big. This is a big shoe to fill. So good luck to HBO Max trying to make this
yes.
Harry Potter series. But that, I think that is it for HBO Max. I think. But I think let's talk about some DC. I think let's talk about some DC. That's in the same realm. So let's talk about some DC, bro. I just saw the trailer for
Ah,
Blue Beetle. What did you
bro,
think about it, man?
I am. Oh my god, dude, it looks fire. I have never seen
Bro,
DC
yes, it looks
besides
amazing.
Shazam. The suit for Shazam looked incredible, but man, they went all out on the freaking Blue Beetle suit, bro. It looks like it came out
They
just
did.
out
They
of the
did. It
comic
looked
books, just
amazing
out of the
from.
animated series. The actor, the kid, I think he's gonna do great. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Oh yeah, yep. It's hard to say his name. I'm trying to say it right. Xiolo Meriduena,
well,
something like
Miguel.
that.
I call him Miguel.
So
I call him Miguel because of the Karate Kid. Okay.
from fucking the
Man,
Karate Kid, yeah, yeah. Oh wow, this cast is stacked too, man. This cast is stacked with they got Bruna Martinez. They got Harvey Gillian. Have you ever seen Harvey Gillian, bro? He's in this show called uh Dark Shadows. These Dark Shadows. It's fucking hilarious, bro. He's in there has like a vampire's like
they made a movie about it.
he's
There
like
was a movie
his
about it, and then they
familiar.
had a show. Well, and they made the show first, and then they made a movie. It's pretty funny. I know who you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yep.
It is pretty funny show because it's like a reality
Yeah,
show
yeah.
on
Yeah, they also got
vampires.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
man, they got George Lopez,
Yeah. They got some funny people. Yeah,
Susan
bro. Yeah,
Sarandon.
they got George Lopez.
That
They
she's
got
Mrs. Korg.
wow.
Um,
Wow.
I don't know, bro. It's gonna be hyped. It looks good. I don't
It
know.
looks good. It looks funny too. That part where where like he's standing in the pool and you think like, oh, he's this billionaire fucking kid, right? Nope, he's just a fucking pool boy or some shit like
I like
that.
how they started that. Yeah, that
And
was
he's like,
pretty
hey,
dope.
what are you?
Oh man, I can't wait.
Yep. And then like it seems like he was working for a big company. Or no, he's working for he's he's a pool boy, but it seems like he's knows somebody that works for a big company, and maybe his sister. I don't know somebody, but it seems like they gave him. It seems like they gave him like a box, and it looked like a burger box. He was like, "Bro, take this,
The
take
Betty
this. You just
Burger,
got to take
bro.
this."
The reason I put it on there is for those of you that don't know, if you guys ever seen the CW shows like The Flash, Arrow, um, comic books, Betty Burger is a big company that has been in the DC comic books for a very very long time, and it was dope to see him get the Betty Burger box. That it's kind of funny because Betty Burger at some point in time, um, Booster Gold worked at Betty Burger. So that's why I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting because they have been talking about
Yeah,
having a show of Booster Gold. Betty Burger, some of the little things. I mean, do you think this is gonna? Do you think this movie is gonna lead? This movie will be into the new DCU, or is it gonna be like a standalone?
I don't know. I don't know. I was just gonna ask you that because I don't know if this movie counts as part of James Gunn's universe. Maybe James Gunn is probably like just saying back, like, yo, if this movie does good, I'll claim it.
I was just thinking about that. He was like, and he's hyping it up in Twitter. He was like, "Yo, this movie rocks. Go see it." So well, that's what I like about him. He's like, even though the movies don't belong to him, like Shazam, he was hyping that up. Um, he was hyping, he's hyping Aquaman. He's hyping up Blue Beetle. He's like, if these movies make it, and if you make money for it, I'll keep them into my universe. But it'll be perfect because there's no reference, no cameos in Blue Beetle of any of the old DCU stuff, any DCU characters. So he could easily bring it into his world and just like just slightly put it in there, like, eh, you know what I'm saying? So it could work. And plus,
Yeah.
he's doing a show of Booster Gold. I don't know that spaceship that looked like a beetle. That spaceship is actually from the original Blue Beetle,
Yes.
Dr. Korg, that when he created the suit because he could. Dr. Cord never found out how to use the scarab, and the scarab pretty much chose Jaime Reyes to become the new Blue Beetle, while Dr. Korg he created his own suit with his own technology. So, and you could see at one part when they hold it like I think his sister was like holding a force field in her hand, like, and it was like a. So that means that they're using some
Yeah,
technology of Dr. Korg. So
Dr. Korgs. Do you think we'll see
probably like a
Dr. Korg
cameo.
in the
I
movie?
mean, you cannot have Blue Beetle without having Korg. You know what I mean? I mean, if he's the
Yeah,
original one. Like you have to at least
yeah,
have some
that'll be
kind of
cool.
cameo
And
reference.
and it, and the technology's extraterrestrial, so it's like you'll like it'll be you get to you probably get to well we probably will get to see Booster Gold, maybe
I
this
hope
does
so,
connect
man, because
somehow.
I would love to
We
see
don't know.
Booster Gold.
Wasn't this the movie that James Gunn said that will be taking us into the
The
DC,
Flash,
his DC studios?
yeah.
He
And
said
then
the
I
Flash
really
will
haven't
be.
heard any news and stuff on the Flash. I mean,
When is that
yeah, it's
dropping
dropping
again,
this
bro?
year,
That's
like in a
dropping
couple
this year,
months,
right?
isn't it?
Or no?
Like the Flash, yeah, the Flash premieres soon,
Yeah.
bro.
Damn, man. Man, time be
It is.
flying,
Let me
man.
see. When is the Flash?
We was just talking shit about this guy Ezra
Now
Miller not too
everybody
long
done
ago.
forgot
Now,
about him. That I mean, yeah, man, forget about him.
but
Just give
man,
me the
Blue.
movie. That's all I want.
But this Blue Beetle, man, this looks really good. One of my favorite parts in the trailer
June.
was seeing him grab the. Oh wow, that's close. But one of my favorite parts about the trailer is him grabbing the beetle, right, and then it clamping on his body, and then it shoots him up to the roof, and his family's going like, "What the hell? What's going on?" And then but you also see how like the suit basically becomes one with the suit. You see his hair falling off, all that stuff, just
Yeah, I
like
I
it's
think
crazy.
it's gonna be dope. I like
Yeah,
George Lopez starts screaming, "It's on your
bro.
face!
And
It's
then
on
and
your
then when the
face! Get
suit
it off! Get it off!"
it's on your face. And then freaking when the suit's like, you could make anything you want, just imagine it, and then he just makes a fucking big
I like the
ass
way
fucking
he
katana,
went
bro.
and then put it right on his shoulder. I think that looked so dope. And you could see
Yeah.
some of the karate parts, like when he
Yes.
was fighting one of the monsters. He was like, so you could see some of the movement is him as being the Blue Beetle because remember the pictures that they show him inside a suit. And of course, like I'll be an actor. Like if you're gonna make me into a superhero, I want to wear the suit. I want you to see my face inside a suit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yes. Um,
Yeah. That looks good. It looks like an amazing movie. We'll see where the story takes us, man. We'll see where their story takes us. It was a really I thought that the way that the colors were, everything, man, was
yeah.
just on point. Everything about
It
that
has
trailer.
it
Like
has like it's
everything
gonna
about
be
that
a
trailer.
kids movie, but at the same time it's gonna be a hero movie. Like it has a couple of like kids part, you know what I mean? Like the whole silliness of him falling from the sky and then like landing in the water and stuff like that, and situations like that, But then at the same time,
Yeah.
the action looks like it's gonna be really really good so far for what we've seen. Some of the fighting and
Oh, actually, they there is gonna be Korg Industries will be involved in the
yeah, that's
movie
the
for
building that
sure.
he was. Remember,
So
it's such a Spanish thing to do when he was like his whole family was in the background talking about, yeah, go get him, yeah, hey man, do it, and he was like, they don't really get out much. I think that was hilarious to do that because it's something like our family would do. You know what I mean? Like we're going in and you bring us like, yeah, go ahead,
yeah,
Clever.
yeah. It's what it gives me. It gives me Miss Marvel vibes, but on a movie level.
Yeah, young kid getting
You know.
powers, getting to
So
know.
getting powers, has a a family like Miss Marvel's family culture. Family is important. Blue Beetle, Latinos family is important. It does remind me of it. So it looks pretty good. There's some different Easter eggs. So definitely Korg will be in it. I want to know and I want to see if this is gonna go extraterrestrial because we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen, but definitely there looks like in the trailer. I'm like
Yeah.
looking at little like shots of it, but it looks like in the trailer there's the old Blue Beetle costume is in the trailer. The original Blue Beetle, I think,
Mm-hmm.
costume. Dan
Yeah, there
Garrett's
was like
as
a
Dan Garrett.
session that she's like
So,
walking and you could kind of see like a suit in the background. I think that's the suit. The building when he's going to the building, I think that's Cork Industries. Um, so yeah,
ah, interesting. And they show Korg's suit, like
I'm
his
telling
version,
you,
like you
man,
were
this
saying.
it could lead. If I was James Gunn, bro, I'll let this be like the first movie of of his new DCU, and let it go forward with that, and bring in especially this kid that is young, still young. You could use him for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Like because he's still young, and plus he's trying to bring the young. I think the only older person that he's trying to bring is Batman because Batman has a son. I think he's going with a younger Superman. He's going with an older Batman. He's
So he's
going with
going
Damien
with
for sure.
Damien for
He,
sure.
him and Steven said that Damien is his favorite.
Well, I'm excited.
So
Bro, they bring all these young Justice heroes, man. What if they brought Blue Beetle, young Damien? Bro, I would love to see damn yo, what's his name? He becomes the new Aquaman
oh my
in
god,
Young Justice. The black dude.
Aqualad.
He was Aqualad. Yeah, he was but what was his original
I
name though?
forgot his original name, but that would be dope.
Damn. Oh,
Caldor,
Calderum.
Caldor, yeah, Caldor,
Calderum.
Caldor, yeah, and bring Miss Martian. You bring in Damien. Um, maybe that's what he's leading into, and we don't know it.
Yeah, that
Bro,
would be
I said it.
freaking
I said this
amazing.
in a long time ago. I think if they're gonna do a new DC, they should just let go of the older and just bring in the Young Justice. I think the Young Justice. I mean, you could have like the core heroes, of course, because you have to, like the Superman, the Batman, the Wonder Woman, and the Aquaman, because those are like the main core. But lead into a Young Justice because you could use these kids for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That you could use a young Damien growing to become, whatever. Wally West. I would love to see what I'm telling you. I said this in the beginning. This Flash movie, I know it has Barry and everybody, but Barry died in the comic books and Wally West became the new Flash. I think they should just go of this Flash and
Bro,
bring Wally West.
if they do that, bro, if they do that, that's definitely. I think that'll be confirming they're going with the younger, Young
I
Justice
think
kind
they
of
should
vibe
bring Wally West.
and to lead the DC. Yeah, that would be crazy.
Fool,
That would be
bro, you could
crazy.
bring freaking what's
But
his name?
I think
The green red oh my god. The Green Arrow Arsenal, but
Arsenal.
his name is not Arsenal. His name is Arsenal afterwards.
It's after what his
Red Arrow?
original name is.
I think it was
Isn't it Red Arrow?
But Arsenal would be dope. Oh my god! Imagine bringing freaking what's his name? Red Hood.
Yeah, whatever they go with, man. We'll see what's gonna happen at the end of this Blue Beetle movie. I can't wait until it comes out. And it's coming out soon. It's coming out
August.
soon. I think the Blue Beetle is coming
Yep.
out in August. So technically, Blue Beetle is the last movie because this
No,
Flash is not
Aquaman.
ending it. Flash is in June. Aquaman
I
is in
heard they moved it
December,
up.
right?
I heard it was moved up. Yeah. Oh, so Christmas. Actually, yeah, Christmas.
Man,
So we
wow.
had Shazam that just came out in March. June will be the Flash, Blue Beetle, August, and then Aquaman December. So Aquaman is technically the last
The last thing
DC movie
before
before,
before
yeah,
James Gunn
before the
era.
new.
So yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I think Joker 2's coming out. But do you really count Joker as part of like its own thing? It's kind of like
Yeah,
like
is
like
the
Robert
Joker's
Pattinson's
is
Batman.
Elseworld.
So
They're gonna keep it as Elseworld.
it's Elseworld. Yeah. So that film I heard it's finished wrapping and it's in the next few months we'll probably get a
You know
trailer
what's
for it.
interesting? That it's gonna be like a musical. Do you think that would change the genre a little bit as becoming as bringing a musical into like a hero, or do you think they're just gonna keep it as a Joker thing? Is not gonna work for other movies.
I wonder how much I
Yeah,
wonder how
right.
much of a musical it will be. Like I wonder how
I
much
just don't want to
of a
see like
musical it will be. Because then that'll be like totally different. Not that it'll be a totally different vibe from the first one, but because I think they can still hit it with the same vibe, but it would be kind of random that the Joker was be. I guess the Joker does sing sometimes, but
they're bringing
like I
musical
don't know
hero.
if
Here I come
it's
to
got to
save the
be.
day. I'm Superman. Here I say. It's like, why is Superman singing?
Well, they had to bring Lady. Well, they had to bring in Lady Gaga, so they had to get some kind of singing in there. It's Lady
That's gonna
Gaga.
be weird.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
it's gonna
interesting.
be interesting though.
Very
I don't know.
interesting.
It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. It's out. This will be Elseworld, so that means that there might be more kind of Elseworld movies of DC. So, but we'll see. DC I think, has a lot to look forward to. They can definitely take the moment from Marvel, I think, but Marvel just dropped big trailer this past week, and it was Secret Invasion, bro. Secret Invasion. They just came out with the trailer out of nowhere, bro. It just
That's
came out of
Disney for you,
nowhere.
bro. Disney was like, "Hey, we haven't gave you nothing in a long time to talk about. All you guys been talking about all this bad stuff that been happening. Let me give you something good for you guys could smile. That's coming out like in a month or so, like in June.
It looks amazing, bro. If it's anything like what's the
Rogue,
Star Wars movie? I mean show.
the Rogue one,
Huh? No.
or the
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
yeah, but what's his name? No, not the Mandalorian. What's his name?
Karsi,
The Star Wars.
yeah, yeah.
Diego Luna was the
Jesus, Andor.
Andor. Yes. So if it's anything like Andor, because it gives me a little bit of espionage vibes, the secret spy vibes, a lot of secrets. A lot of undercover. We have the freaking the scrolls like taking people's identities, and so
Yeah, Emilia Clarke's
it looks interesting,
character
bro.
is actually the daughter of. Remember, she came out real small in Captain Marvel. So that's Emilia Clarke is the little girl, the little squirrel girl that was in Captain Marvel movie, all grown up now. So this takes place, years later.
Oh, and
Yeah,
but is she a scroll
yeah.
though?
You didn't see the trailer. That
Is
one
she
part
a
that she's
scroll?
like in the mirror and she goes like
Hmm.
this, and she's like a scroll.
I wondered if that's when she finds out
How you
she's a
gonna
scroll.
forget? You was a scroll when you were a kid. You
Like,
can't
does you think
forget.
that probably not? Probably she was hiding that. Well, I wonder what that part meant.
Like they put her into a human, she forgot. Right? That no, that could be true because that could be
I
part
don't
of
know.
why the Secret Invasion. A lot of the scrolls that turn human because they were human for so long forgot that they were a scroll, and that's what they're trying to like sleeper agents. and pretty much that could be what the story is pretty much based on, like sleeper agents of the scroll.
Yeah, it looks like too that Nick Fury isn't the director of Shield, and he seems like he's on his own, and he's trying to uncover what's going on. It looks like
Yeah,
that's
because
what
there's
it's
one
gonna be.
part, I don't know if you noticed, it was one part, it was like, where are the Avengers? And so it looks like the Avengers broke up because of everything that happened, years later. Remember, this is all time. I don't know if it's going to be pre-time skip, like pre-blipped, or after blip, or during blip. That's a good kind of. Is it during the
Hmm.
5 year blip? No, no, because Nick Fury disappeared, right?
It seems like it's after Far. Is it after Far From Home? I think that it's uh I wonder when it is. I think it'll be taking place after Endgame for sure. It'll definitely be taking place after Endgame. When in between the new stuff,
Okay, so
I'm
it's
not
after the
sure,
blip.
but it seems like it's after
Okay,
Endgame.
so it would be
Yeah.
more like, because remember, he did, Maria Hill disappeared but then we don't know if there were scrolls or not. Now it makes you think, like, going back, like with the Secret Invasion, how long has Nick Fury been out, and how long have the scrolls been in? Could the scroll has been there since the beginning of the Avengers?
No, I wouldn't think so. I would think I'm trying to think at what point in the Avengers or anytime that we saw Nick Fury, I wonder at what point he stopped becoming Nick Fury. I'm trying to think of a point where it was like, oh,
Well,
where he
there
was
was
like getting
there
hunted.
was a part,
Wasn't
right?
he?
And people trying to combine this. There was a part in Captain Marvel before he lost his eye that he was in a restaurant, and he said, "I like to eat my grilled cheese a certain way," right? Like, I think cut diagonally or something like that, that he mentioned in Captain Marvel. And then in Avengers, when they went to Clint's house, that he's eating a grilled cheese or eating a sandwich. He's eating a sandwich. He cut it with the crust and cut it in a different way. So could it have Nick Fury been a scroll at that point and not a scroll?
Oh wait,
You're trying to think about it, right?
yeah, maybe. Oh no, I would actually thought I was just thinking like, wait, while you were saying it, didn't Nick Fury had to fake his death
Many
before?
times. But yes, in Civil War.
Many times. And
Was
yeah,
it
in Winter
okay? Yeah,
Soldier,
Winter
Captain America, the
Soldier.
Winter
That
Soldier.
yeah, he did.
So maybe he's been faking his death since then, and then when he came back, it wasn't actually him. Like he's still faking his death. Like he's still on. So imagine that. So imagine that. Like he faked his death in Winter Soldier, right? And it was like basically the end of Shield. That was like that movie. It was like the end of Shield. He faked his death, and then he
Or
comes
they
back at a
killed
certain
the
point.
Nick
Then
Fury that was
maybe
a scroll,
the
and the Nick Fury that was in Winter Soldier is the real Nick Fury. And everybody thought,
no, but remember in the timeline MCU. So and have we seen Nick Fury since he faked his death?
yeah, and
Yeah, we saw him in Captain America,
Captain Marvel is
Captain
back
Marvel.
in the 90s. Captain Marvel, what was before
Well,
he
we
even
saw him in
became
well we
uh,
la-
Nick Fury.
well then the last time we saw him wasn't it the last what was in the last time that we saw him
No Way Home.
was it Endgame?
Yeah, when it
No
was in
Way Home?
Paris.
No. Well,
Far from
you
home.
mean Far From Home? We saw him in Far From Home, but Far From Home was when?
After the blip. And we
After the
don't know if
blip,
that
yeah.
could be a scroll. That's the whole thing, bro. We don't know who. We don't know which Nick Fury is.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck.
Now
We
we
don't know
don't
which
know.
Nick Fury is real.
Yeah, because there's so many different ways that he could have. He could still just be undercover, you know. So we'll see what this is gonna lead up to. There seems like there's like gonna be new departments. Like we're gonna go more into like the government stuff and in Marvel, and we're gonna see like the department of the damage control.
Sword.
We'll also see, uh, well, might see Sword. Sword is becoming like the new Shield because I think Shield totally fell down after Nick Fury's and after Winter Soldier, all that stuff. So
It's interesting, bro. It's
we'll see
interesting because
what's
now
gonna
I'm,
happen
I'm
there.
I'm like trying to think like, yo, how long has the Skrull been Nick Fury? How long has he been in the system? And maybe they'll let us know in the show because we don't know now. Now we don't know if whoever that we seen could have been a Skrull
Is actually them.
because
Yeah, it's
they've
actually
been on
them or a
Earth
scroll.
since Captain Marvel, and Captain
Do
Marvel
you
was in the
think?
'90s.
Do, well, do you think that this will be Sam Jackson's last? Do you think this is Nick Fury's last appearance in the MCU? Like this, because I don't think anybody else can play Nick Fury like Sam
Nah,
Jackson did, bro.
Sam Jackson, bro, he'd be like, I'm fucking Nick Fury. So even though they don't use him, like he's probably gonna be like, I mean, come on, man, Nick Fury would be like, I don't know, bro. Samuel Jackson just gonna be like, yo, fuck this, motherfuckers. I'm gonna be Nick Fury until I die. Like,
And he would say
you
exactly
know what I
like
mean?
that.
And motherfucker, you ain't getting rid of
Motherfucker.
Nick Fury that motherfucking easy. I'm tired of this motherfucking scrolls in this motherfucking plane. That's it. Is kind of interesting because I
Oh
don't think
man.
so. I don't think there's gonna be. I mean, he. It hasn't been said that this is gonna be his last. And plus, with Kang coming, in the future, they are gonna need a leader or a leadership type person that could be a Nick Fury. Like they will need a Nick Fury type person. You know what I mean? So, hey man, I'm just
Yeah.
excited, bro. We having
Well,
Kevin. We having a Disney show back, bro. It's been almost a year, dude.
yeah, man. One of the last probably ones that we'll probably see in a while. The probably after this is probably going to be Loki, but we're not going to see Loki until next year, right?
Loki. Let's see. I'll tell you right now. Loki season 2 release date. It says summer 2023. So we
Oh,
could
okay.
have. So it could be this one and then um Loki after that.
Yeah. Well, I actually there was some updated news about Jonathan Major's situation and all that stuff. So maybe that's why probably Marvel didn't even like stop the Loki thing coming out because Jonathan Major is probably in it. So I think but there's been some update about that right now that investigation is still going on, but looks like the girlfriend backtracked it on the statement. But we'll see what's
I
gonna
just
happen
hope
there.
that if it's true or if it's not true. Like I said, I don't know the guy, so there's I don't know him, so I don't know if it's true or not. I hope it's not. Not just because of Kang, but it'll be kind of messed up. Nowadays, men or women doing that just for some clout, some acknowledgement of why would you do that trying to mess up if it's a lie, why would you do that trying to mess up people's lives? You know what I mean? That's kind of messed up in that part. So
Yeah,
I hope not, but
but
we need
I hope
Kang.
not because, like I was saying before, DC. Yeah, we can. But DC, DC can take over Marvel. But Marvel came out with these trailers, bro, and we're like, "Fuck you guys. still got it, and I think this is a great way. This is a good show to keep
It's like we
Marvel
ain't going
up
nowhere,
right now
motherfuckers.
because yeah, it's a good show to keep Marvel up. I can't wait until Secret Invasion comes out. It'll definitely be
We got
interesting.
Samuel L.
So
Jackson,
we'll see
motherfuckers.
that.
Fuck you.
And continuing in the realm of Marvel, but we're gonna go elsewhere to Sony and Spider Verse. Into this Spider Verse.
Into the
Wait, what is
Spider
it called?
Verse.
Into the Spider Verse. So we got the Into the Spider Verse 2 trailer, Spider Man Across the Spider Verse trailer, and we got a new one. We got a new trailer for this one. Uh, there was two trailers. There was an
Oh, I didn't see the
international trailer too.
international
I don't know if
trailer.
you've seen that one, bro. That one was dope. It was the same trailer, but it was in the beginning. It started with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and then it had Tom Holland Spider Man in the beginning, and then it went into
Oh, but as
into Across
animated
the Spider-Verse.
or
No, as it was basically them saying like different
oh,
quotes.
interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't.
What
It
do you
was
think
good.
about the trailer?
Yeah. It was, but it definitely showed a lot of Miguel O'Hara
Yes, it sure
for sure.
did.
So it showed a lot of Miguel O'Hara and Spider-Man 2099, and what type of probably story we're gonna get.
Yes. I heard there was a theory about that. The only reason that they're after Miles was because he wasn't supposed. Okay, so this is a theory. The theory is that remember when the before the spider bit him in into the Spider Verse. Remember how the spider kind of glitched before it bit him? They said that that spider doesn't
Mm-hmm.
belong in that world. It was a glitch spider that came and bit him. So Miles Morales was supposed to become a Spider Man.
Oh, from the
Yes, so
Kingpin's
remember, yeah, remember the
experiments.
the whole the whole he
Remember
was trying to bring his own family, so that's where he started the whole multiverse kind of thing, or the Spider Verse. So that spider actually came from a different dimension or whatever and bit him,
another
and
use.
he's
Yeah,
not supposed to be, and that's why kind of Miguel was like, yeah, you're not supposed to,
he's not supposed to be Spider-Man.
whatever, and that's why he's pretty much after him. Also, I like the part. I like the part when they said, "Everybody get Spider-Man." Spider-Man was like, "Huh? Who? Me?" I
You,
think that
me?
part was such a brilliant thing, bro. I think that was dope
Yes, to have the meme, but actually have it because they have it all animated, bro. This movie looks fucking amazing. It's one of my most
for
anticipated
sure.
movies of the
On the
year for
Marvel
sure.
end, yes,
It's one of on the Marvel end, and it's crazy because they also they kind of confirmed the MCU, but they kind of didn't because it's a different universe number. Because in the MCU, I think what universe are they
okay.
in?
So
I
this
think in
is
the
the big thing
MCU
about
there.
that. Kevin Feige said that the MCU is 616. Everybody fights at the comic book. The is a 616, right?
Yep.
Imani, Miss Marvel, she's a big fan nerd of comic books, and I love that about her that she's part of us. And she said that Kevin Feige is wrong, that this universe is actually 199999. And to have
Really?
Miguel, Spider-Man 2099, say that, oh, that Doctor Strange and that nerd from that stupid universe 199999. I mean, what other Doctor Strange we know? I mean, I know there's other irritations but I know that they're mentioning our Doctor Strange, not any different Doctor Strange. So I don't know, bro. I don't. That's a big fight, and until we don't get it confirmed in the MCU, we don't know what universe that is. I think it's the 199999. just because it makes sense that the comic book is a 616, and they have been saying this for years.
Yeah,
And the movies are very different from the
yeah.
comic books, so I'll say I believe Miguel. I believe Imani. I believe Miguel.
That's so funny.
What was the villain's name?
That this is one nine
What
nine
was the
nine nine
villain
nine.
name?
Huh?
The one with the spots? Was it Spot?
And
What was
what?
his name?
Spot. I
I
think
love
his
the
name
part that
was like.
he's like,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
no, I know, but he wasn't.
yeah.
I wasn't gonna be
What
talking
is he?
to
The
myself.
what?
Um, so I like the part that he's like digging in a hole and like grabbing something, and then he's like leaning back like this. And then you see the you see the bread just popping out from his chest, and he's like, "No, no, I don't want. No, stop doing that." And you could also
Oh
see that
man.
this like the first part leans more into the personal life of Miles Morales. Also, um, there's one quote in here, and I hope nothing happens. But there was a part of the dad looks like he was falling. There's one quote in the trailer that says, "Don't you know that every Spider-Man had like something happened to them that's why they became Spider-Man, like a death or something like that."
Wait. No, no. Don't tell me his dad. I don't know. I hope not because didn't he already lose his
Yeah,
uncle
but that
though?
yeah, but
He
he
lost
lost
his
his
uncle in the
uncle
first one.
while he was already Miles. I mean, while he was already Spider-Man. But I don't know. It was just something that it was said in the trailer about Spider-Man. Like every Spider-Man have lost something drastic or big tragedy, and then they had the part that the father's kind of hanging down and he kind of like breaks and he's falling.
Oh, and also his choice was you either save one person or the multiverse. Remember?
Yes, Miguel.
Remember
Yeah,
that's
Miguel
what
O'Hara said.
Mike Miguel O'Hara
And
said.
oh, I love how Peter is in the world and he has Mayday Parker, his baby, and she's like
Yeah,
using the
yeah.
she's using climbing. Yes. So I hope Peter's not the one that dies. I actually love this Peter B. Parker. I love this Peter B. Parker.
we did see we did see Gwen Spidey have like looking at somebody, like
I
holding
hope that's
somebody.
the her Spider Man. Cause remember her Spider Man died. That was
So maybe they'll have her
man.
story, a little
I hate
more
it
of her
when
story.
trailers do this to us, bro.
Well, I think it's gonna be pretty good, man. I think it's gonna be better than the first one. I can't believe that the first one had some critics. So this movie, it better win something. It better win like an Oscar. I know
For
it's gonna win an Oscar or
animation or
something.
something,
It's gonna be so
because
good.
it's very hard for a movie to win Oscars, because for some reason they don't believe like superhero movies could win Oscar. What do you mean? Like the performances of these characters have made me cry many times in some of the movies. Like you're gonna tell me that their acting is not good enough for them to win Oscar because they were in a suit? Like yeah, because of the
Because they're
cartoon or because they're
cartoon or something
superhero. Like
too.
come on, man.
It's good. Oh man, it's. I think it's gonna be amazing. We're also gonna see something else that's animated. It's come out. It's already come out. I don't know if I'm planning on going to see it, but the Rotten Tomato scores already came out. The audience score is in like the 80s,
I
I
don't think
think,
the
but the
right
Rotten Tomato score is like
I don't
in like
think
40 something.
the audience score is out yet. Is it? Let me see.
I
Let's
think so.
see. I know I saw that, bro, and it I think that these movies, when they choose like the critics to see them, they choose people that are like older critics, and they see these movies and think like these movies are not good enough, and that's why they, because they have been doing this for the last couple of superhero movies. Like every genre that is out of like the whole series, or you know, Titanic type movies. You know what I mean? Like those kind of movies like that. The critics always comes out with a freaking.
You think there's like a you think there's like a conspiracy of like critics are conspiring against like
Look at that. The
superhero
audience,
movies?
see, the audience score is 96%, while the
Wow.
critics are 54%. You know what I mean? Like,
I think this would be a good movie, bro. I would love to see it in the theaters, but I think it's more like a little kid crowd, so I'll
of
watch
course,
it when
it's,
it
I
comes out.
mean, okay, this
When it
is a
comes out,
generational movie. It's not a kids
this is
movie
for kids.
because we grew up with it. I remember playing Mario Brothers in 1985 when it came out. Okay, I grew up with Mario,
Yeah,
and many other people that's gonna go see it are bringing their kids to see something that they grew up watching. So whatever, like, you know what I mean? Don't criticize. Oh, this is a kids movie. It's like, no, this is a movie for all genres because everybody grew up watching this, from the little kids to
yeah.
what was from little, from us, you grew up on it.
Now
I
Nova's
grew
gonna
up
watch it.
watching it. Look at this. I was just checking some of the like Rotten Tomatoes. Um Again, Rotten Tomato Shazam Fury of the Gods. 50% critic, 86% audience score.
I think that movie is gonna be. I think that movie. It looks like a great movie.
Yeah.
It looks
So
amazing. I can't believe Rotten Tomatoes
yeah,
scored
but
that movie that like
86%
that.
on the audience score, and white people saying that it sucks when 86% of the fans loved it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
those that
I go off the
I don't
audience
I don't
score. I
go
don't
to
go
no
off the
score.
Rotten
I
Tomatoes
go
score.
if I watching the trailer and I like the way the trailer looks, I'm gonna go see it. You know what I mean? That's the way I look. I don't be
Yeah,
like, oh,
I
I
get
don't
you.
go
Yeah,
by. If you tell me, oh, this movie sucks, it sucks for you. I loved it. You know how many Marvel movies have people have said that it sucks, and I'm like, that movie rocks. What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
that
So
movie is great. Right?
I think this movie is gonna be dope. I definitely want to see it. I heard some critics talking about how everybody was so scared about Chris Pratt being Mario, and they said that he actually did good. Like he made Mario come alive,
We'll
and
see.
if you in reality, you don't really hear Mario
That's
talk
awesome.
ever on the cartoon. Did he talk in the cartoon? I don't remember. Yeah,
In the
there was, but I
cartoon,
don't
I
remember
think there was a
if he
cartoon of him. Yes,
talked
I think he did talk.
in the cartoon.
I probably
Yeah,
think
but
he did.
it doesn't matter,
Maybe.
bro. I can't wait to see it. I'm definitely gonna see it. Um,
Yeah. Did you see Jack Black's red carpet outfit, bro? He had like a Bowser suit, bro. It was
Talking
crazy.
about Jack Black
It looked
real
real fly,
quick.
bro.
Have you caught up on a certain show, Mandalorian?
What's the certain show?
Okay.
Oh no, no, don't say it. But I know that he's in this in an
Yeah,
episode
it's
or
funny
something.
because
So
everybody was talking about Lizzo comes out in the episode. I'm not gonna tell you much about it, but Lizzo comes. Everybody's like, "Oh my god!" Everybody was surprised about Lizzo coming out in the Star Wars. I'm like, forget about Lizzo. Jack Black is in the Star Wars universe, dude.
Jack Black is in the Star Wars fucking
Fuck
universe,
anybody
bro.
else. Jack Black is in the Star Wars universe, dude. When I saw the episode, I looked at it. I'm like, you know how you take a double take, like,
Like what?
That's
Like this
fucking
is
Jack
really
Black.
happening?
And it was, bro, you need to catch up. It is fucking awesome. Um, and before we finish this out, did you watch the Barbie trailer?
No, I haven't. I've seen new posters of it, but I haven't seen the new Barbie trailer. I think it's gonna be a funny movie.
So Ryan Gosling is Ken. The- Okay, it's funny because in the trailer,
Yep,
like
yep.
Margot Robbie comes out, she's like in the beach or something, and she's like, and this one Barbie says, "Hi, Barbie," and she's like, "Hi, Barbie," and then the other one's like, "Hi, Barbie," because you know how they all name Barbie, they don't have like different names, they're all named Barbie. It doesn't matter what race, they all just named
Yeah.
Barbie, and it was like they're all saying hi to each other, like, "Hi, Barbie, hi, Barbie, hi, Barbie," and then Ryan Gosling comes out and he's like, "Hi, Barbie," he's like, "Hi, Ken," and then what's his name from oh my god, from Chang-Chi, the actor. Simu Simu Lee. He was out,
Simu
he said
Lee.
Ken. He said to Ryan, he said to Ryan
He's a
Gosling,
cat.
"Hey Ken," and Ryan Gosling's like, "Ugh, hey Ken." Simu Lee is Ken, dude.
Bro, I gotta see this
Oh my
trailer.
god,
I
bro,
gotta
that
see this
had me
fucking
cracking
trailer.
up because it's pretty surprised me that Simu Lee um is that like it was just funny, man. It was just it looks like it's gonna be a stupid.
Let me.
I'm not gonna go pay to go see it in the movie theater. I'll wait until it comes out on whatever. But I definitely will check it out. Like I definitely gonna check it out.
Wow, there's a lot of there's a Issa Rae's in this movie.
Dua Lipa is a Barbie. She's mermaid Barbie. Will Farrell.
I would say the only thing is Ryan Gosling look a little old in this. He look a little too old to be not old, but not old, but he looks older to be a Ken. Like you see his wrinkles. That's what I'm saying.
uh yes. I'm looking at the posters right now,
Fucking
and
can't believe that.
holy crap! They have a whole bunch of cans, a whole bunch of Barbie, different Barbies. The Barbie is a doctor, Harry Nerve. There's a crazy Barbie that is Kate Mackinson, and I think she's hilarious. I mean, not Kate Mac, Kate McKinnon. She's from SNL. She's a freaking hilarious.
Yo, I can't believe that this guy from Juno, isn't it? And
Michael
he was
Sarah,
also in that movie. He
Michael
was in that
Sarah,
movie. Huh?
Scott Pilgrim. Oh, you know they're
Yeah,
doing a
Michael
Scott
Cera.
Pilgrim anime. It's coming out for Netflix, and
Oh
they
wow,
coming out with
that'll
the
be
original
interesting.
cast is
Yeah,
voicing.
there's a couple, bro. There's a couple animes. There, there's a couple animes that I can't wait to see. I'm like halfway through right now. Bleach, most of halfway, 3/4. It's getting really interesting, bro. Bleach is one of those man that's really got
Oh
me,
yeah,
and man, it's really got me in. So, but I think that is it for this episode of the Comic Guys podcast. Thanks for joining myself and Angel for another episode. If you're a fan, you want to become a geeker, make sure you join us every Friday at wherever you get your podcast. Check us out on YouTube. Also, make sure to follow us on social media as well. Man, it was great. Today was great. Let's wrap it
peace
up,
out,
man.
people,
Peace out.
and let's geek out.